We are the snowshoe company from York who have been sent out on a patrol. And before we head out on what they call the backs of the towns, we have stopped at this house to replenish and get prepared to head out. So that's our excuse for being here.
Stephen Eames is the captain of Harmon's company of snowshoe men. He's been a reenactor going on 45 years now.
Well, I am a professor of history, and my research was on these early French wars. So it kind of was taking my research and using a little practical application, if you will, and bringing some of that research to life through this unit.
On this January day, the unit set up camp at the Colonel Paul Wentworth House in Rollinsford, originally built on the same parcel of land in 1701.
We look back, if these walls could talk, this would be the place, because it was to have a day like today with the snowshoe men here. It would have been fantastic. We would have fed them. They would have slept the night. I mean, we welcomed our home to them because they were traveling.
During the French and Indian War, the Rangers carried everything on their back or towed their belongings behind them on a sled.
And so you have the extra bear skin right here, so that keeps you dry. You put that down over the snow or over the pine bed when you're making your camp. You can carry your extra snowshoes and cooking gear so you can stay out longer. So some of the scouts they went on were upwards of a month in the middle of winter in the Adirondacks. So you're sleeping in 3 feet of snow in sub-zero temperatures. So sometimes you'd have to have extra food to carry. You put your extra supplies like ice creepers for when you're walking on icy lakes.
One thing that hasn't changed since the 19th century, New Hampshire weather remains unpredictable. So the snowshoe men came prepared.
I'm wearing all the equipment that I need to go out on patrol in cold weather. We're looking for snow. We're figuring there's going to be snow, so I'm carrying my snowshoes. But there is no snow, but it may snow, so I still have my snowshoes.
Like traditional Native American style snowshoes, which the English and New Englanders learned to make, this would be rawhide. So it's kind of the tendons and sinew from a deer or moose or anything like that. You dry it out, and when you wet it, it's going to be very flexible, but it'll dry hard and still have a little bit of flexibility and tension to it.
Other essentials include layers of wool and linen clothes, weapons, a pot to cook in, and of course...
And I also have my peep or my pipe, whether you're French or English. Everybody liked tobacco back then. Everybody smoked. Tobacco was a big business.
Most of the group's reenactors have been at this a long time and have a strong appreciation for the times and the men they're portraying.
It was twice as cold then as it is now. Rivers that don't freeze over now used to freeze over in that period of time. It was a very cold period.
One of Robert Rogers' lieutenants was Lieutenant and then Captain John Stark, famous in New Hampshire of Live Free or Die fame and the American Revolution, became a general. He was known for being able to sleep in the middle of a blizzard with nothing but an overcoat and a bearskin rug. So, I mean, they were tough guys for sure, but yeah, so they put us to shame.
Inside the house, things are certainly toastier, but just as it was in the 1700s, no hand sat idle.
We are right now in what is called the hall of the Colonel Paul Wentworth House. It's not a hall the way we think of halls today. It's, we would today call it a dining room. But colonial houses in New England were generally called hall parlor houses. And the hall was an all-purpose room. You could cook in the room, you could eat in the room, you could sleep in the room. Most people did. It's one of several living history events that we like to do, because it gives people a chance to find out, what did it feel like? What did it smell like? What did it taste like? Really bringing history to life, which is what we like to do.
I love to sit and sew, and while there's a stew on the fire or while there's a bread in the oven, that to me makes me happy. And we don't do that anymore. We're so fast-paced. We don't take the time to slow down and enjoy each other and have the conversation over a pot of coffee or a small sip of rum. that we do back then, you know? To me, that's fun.
So at the end of the day, would these reenactors go back in time if given the chance?
Oh, not at all. My shower's waiting for me, and it's and I gotta go back to reality and teach my classes and all that.
I think it would be wonderful to be able to go back in and experience history from the skin out, which I think is really what a lot of reenactors do. They want to experience history. Now, of course, you feel like, all right, if I was back in time, I'd probably be dead. You know, scarlet fever or smallpox or something horrible like that. And we do appreciate our modern conveniences, but you know, for a day or two or a weekend, it's really fascinating.
Climb and look.